So LinkedIn is really used as kind of your digital resume nowadays. It's super important. Recruiters are, recruiters. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel over here at 11ish. So today's video is gonna be all about how to really up your LinkedIn profile. Your LinkedIn is really your digital resume. That is how recruiters are gonna find you. I've had a lot of people reach out to me via my LinkedIn profile because they found me online, and that's how I've gotten a lot of great job offers and interviews. So definitely, if you're on the hunt or if you're just kind of open to new opportunities, 100% keep your LinkedIn updated. And I will show you a couple of tricks in the next frame. Why did I say that? Can we just cut it off there? So as you guys can see here, this is actually my profile that I'll be using as an example. The first thing that you want to make sure is good is your profile picture. So this isn't the time to start posting what you would normally post on Instagram. What you want to make sure your profile looks like is a pretty ambiguous background. My boss always told me you always want to have a friendly, smiling face so you look more open to recruiters and potential new hires, because this is going to be their first impression of you. All right, first up we have your about section. So in this section, you really want to capture who you are as a person, what your ideal career is, and what your strengths are that contribute to you excelling in that career. You want to make sure that this section is only about 3 to 4 sentences. You want to keep it pretty concise. You're going to have the time to talk about yourself more in depth in the actual interview, but this is essentially just a way to get people interested in you and your resume. Next up, we have the experience section. This is where you list all of your most recent jobs. So you want to make sure you really have your most recent experience. So I'm talking the last 4 or 5 jobs maybe. So that internship that you held in 9th grade that I'm sure you're super proud of, probably want to leave that off of here. So going to the actual experience, you want to make sure obviously you have your company, what your role was, whether you're full-time, part-time, or a contractor, as well as how long you were there for. Next, getting into that description, you want to make sure it's not too long. I would say 10 to 11 bullet points max. You don't want to give away too much before you even go into the interview. That's what it's there for, to really go into depth. And then going in, on the actual lines, you want to make sure you have quantifiable action items. So instead of saying, I helped, say what you own, say what you did. So here, as an example, I said, I functioned as a Scrum Master. Really make sure that your position comes out and what you did really comes out in your description. Another reason that it's important to really quantify what you did is a lot of the time companies use CRM tools, which really help find candidates based on certain words that are in their profile. So if you have more of these key or buzzwords, it'll really help them find you easier and really aid in your job search. All right, moving on to the next section. After your experience, of course, you want to have your education listed. Make sure that you have your degree. There's also a spot to have activities and societies you're a part of. So if you're a part of any associations, clubs, sororities, this is a place to put it because, again, it's just an easier way for people to find you. You want to put as much detail as you possibly can out here. Next up, you have your license and certifications. So if you've had any certifications in the past, if you've done your Scrum, if you've done your PMP, just kind of examples from my career, this would be the place to list it. And again, people are really looking for extra certifications. This is just a way to make you stand out. Everyone has experience. You need to make sure that yours is actually quantifiable. Next up, you have your skills section. This is pretty much going to be an offshoot of your resume, but this is where you can really call out what your exact skills are. So something that I've done to really build out this list is I have looked up 3 or 4 of just my dream job descriptions. I've taken a look at those skill set, and any ones that match what I have, I've added it to my profile. So just as an example, agile and skill being in the project management field is something that people really seek out. So this shows that I have experience running groups and teams of, 5 or more people, and that I'm capable of doing that. Or maybe if you're an engineer, you want to list out what coding experience you have, like Java or C++. But one thing you want to make sure that you're not doing is just throwing random stuff on here. So if you've taken maybe one class in data privacy, you probably don't want to list that you are an expert in that field. Another thing is you really don't want to put generic skills like leadership or teamwork, things that are very obvious that you probably did through college. You really want to go into the recruiter's shoes and see what they would want to see. What skills are going to impress them? What do you have that maybe a lot of people don't? And remember, you only have about 50 skills that you're allowed to list on LinkedIn, so make sure you get the most out of that you possibly can. All right, last thing I want to point out now that we've gone through all the different sections on your LinkedIn is how to show recruiters you're open for a job so that they actually know to reach out and connect with you via InMail. So what you want to do is you want to go to the top of your page, here where it says show recruiters you're open to opportunities, press get started. You want to add what titles you're looking for. So right now I have product manager and senior product manager just based on my experience. You want to add the locations that you're interested in. And then of course the job type. So if you want full-time, contract, part-time, whatever it is, make sure that that's open. And then super important, if you want this to be only open to recruiters, make sure that you specify that. If you're currently in a job and you don't want your boss to know that you're looking for no opportunities, make sure you don't press all LinkedIn members because everyone will be able to see you're open for opportunities. And then you want to go ahead and add to profile. And then if you want job alerts, so every time a new company matching your criteria post, you can go ahead and switch to on. Go ahead and press done. And now, right at the top of your profile, recruiters will be able to see that you're open to job opportunities. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. Hopefully you found it really helpful. As always, if you like content like this and want to keep watching us, go ahead and click the like on this video and subscribe to our profile. And you can find more content like this over at our site at 11ish.com. Yeah?
Weird.
Was that weird?
Is it not weird?
Do you think it was weird? Goodbye, all you cool kittens and cats. Thank you.